Car rants here. As you can tell, this is still the same drive. I have the same outfit on and everything. I am very much so a fan of people using the English language correctly. For instance, sorry if I offend anyone here, but I use the term queer a lot, and I don't mean it as a gay thing or homosexual thing. Queer means weird, strange, out of the ordinary. So I will literally use that. I think it's because I spent a lot of time with older people growing up, like my grandpa and stuff, so a lot of their vocabulary just rubbed into my head, and I'll see like a fence post at a weird angle, like that's kind of queer. And people sometimes will get offended, like, oh, you can't, what are you talking about? Know the English language. Know the English language. Know what the word means. And also, this is a huge pet peeve of mine. You may have a connotation for a certain word in your own mind. You need to stop putting that connotation onto the intention of the other person who uses that word. That's a form of selfishness. You are selfishly putting your own connotation, negative or positive, and therefore intention onto someone else. You see this all the time in especially the news lately. Like just the other day I saw how they're all over President Trump for using the word he's a nationalist. Well, I had to look up what the heck they were talking about and see what he said, and then I saw the speech or whatever he gave. One of his pep rallies. He does pep rallies. This is so weird. Anyway, he explains it. He explains flat out what he means by nationalist. It means that he's going to put America first when he goes and makes these trade deals. He's patriotic. He believes in America. But somehow people have attached nationalism to socialism because of the Nazis being the National Socialist Party. It's like, you're forgetting the socialist part. So can't we, by your rhetoric, we can equate democratic socialists to Nazis also, because socialism, the National Socialist Nazis, socialism was their political viewpoint. Nationalism was just that they wanted to be German socialists, So there's nothing wrong with nationalism. But then, like, what's his face? The dude from CNN, Don Lemon. He's a terrible journalist. Anyway, I think he won Worst Journalist of the Year in 2014, so it's not a good reference point. But he just attaches his personal connotations to the word and then tells the world, because he has CNN, that this is how they should feel about it. And this is how the world feels about the word nationalism, has racial undertones. What are you talking about? America's a melting pot. We have tons of races here. And he's literally explained that what he meant by nationalism was in particular about trade deals. He made it perfectly clear. And I'm not here to defend Trump. I'm just saying, people in general do this all the time. You cannot put your own connotation of a word onto someone else when they use that word and claim that that's the intent that they had when they said the word. No. There's a definition of a word. And then people can, like in this case with President Trump, he then explained exactly what he meant when he used the word. So if for some reason you weren't sure what he was trying to get at with it, he made it clear. It's something people need to stop doing. It's a very selfish act to put your own emotions that you attach to a word for whatever reason onto someone else's intentions when they use that word. If you're unclear, listen to what they have to say in the context of what they're saying. But don't just put your emotions onto it. And then ask them, have a conversation with them if you still are unsure, and tell them, in a tactful way, and don't be blunt and a jerk about it, but like, oh man, it's just, that word just rubs me wrong because of blah, 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 And most people will be understanding about it, especially if you use tact when you go about explaining it to them. But do not just automatically attach your connotation of a word onto someone else using that word and what their intention behind it is. It's very unfair, and it just causes for poor communication, a lot of mean rhetoric afterwards.